Hello, I'm Daniel Shell from Ray Watt Rural, South Australia. Welcome to Valley Farm, the property we're just releasing to the market. We're based about 5 kilometres north of Truro, and I've actually got our vendor here with me today, Dudley Clem. Dudley's had a connection to this property since 1918.
That's right. 1918 is when my father bought this property. I carried it on. I started in 1962 until this date.
You've been farming since 1962 here yourself?
Yes.
So we've got how many acres, Dudley?
I've got 510 acres.
510 acres, and you're farming here, you have your sheep enterprise, and you're also cropping as well.
Yes, I do. I do rotational cropping, entwined with fat lamb and merino sheep.
Excellent, Dudley. What can you tell me about the soils?
The soils here are significant. We are down having Mount Lofty ranges on the eastern side and the lower north ranges on the northern side. I'm right down in a valley. And through evolution, the soils have developed down here to a very heavy loamy clay, back to Babisky soil.
And you've grown some really good lucerne over the years, some good hay. I remember you told me a good story about some barley crops that you've grown as well. Now tell me about your little sheep enterprise that you run very passionately. How many ewes are you running here?
I'm running about 260 breeding ewes and merinos, poultry and rams.
Fantastic.
And yes, they do very well here.
Excellent. You've got some nice healthy lambs we can see on the ground at the moment. Tell me about your bore that you've got located here.
Yes, this was drilled down in 2009. Wanted to have more water on the place, and so it's been a very efficient bore, and also it's about 45, 50 metres deep.
It's monitored on your phone. You can turn it on and off on your phone, can't you, Dudley? Which I know you enjoy, and it makes for controlling your water systems much easier. So, now in the background, the original part of the home, of course, built in 1910, and then an extension was done in some later years, and you've lived in this home all your life.
I have.
So a very big
Absolutely.
decision for you to make the decision to move on, obviously, Dudley.
Yes, it's to me it's a heritage place in that sense. Stone and concrete, it's very, very solid.
Well, it's obviously been a very comfortable home and many memories shared in there. Now, as we wander over here, Dudley, of course you have the single stand shearing shed in your yards.
That's right.
Of which you've shorn a few sheep yourself in there over the years.
I did. That was back in 1970. I decided to shear my own sheep that year, till 2009. Even the big, heavy weathers.
Well, there's certainly no shortage of shedding here, Dudley. Of course, you've got the really good multi-purpose shed that's down there, acts as your workshop, storage for cars and vehicles, and you do keep the aircraft in there as well. And then alongside the shearing shed is the implement shed, which also is used for a hay shed here, Dudley.
That's right. They're multi-use. I believe in having multi-use on the farm.
Tell me about this soil.
It's Bay of Biscay soil. It's very rich growing soil. If you work it well, you get terrific crops off here. From a short amount, sometimes I put in, I get large hay crops.
Fantastic. And you've got some of this darker soil, and then across the rest of the property, of course, there's some more, what I'd say, reddy brown clay loam.
That's right. Easy working soil.
What's your annual rainfall?
In the last 10 years, averaged out at 18 inches.
About 18 inches, about 480
That's right.
millimetres a year. So there you go at Valley Farm. We've got good productive soils, reliable long-term rainfall average, 95% of the property, there's no stones at all, so easy working. Hasn't been sold for 103 years, this property. It could be yours. Thank you, Dudley.
Thank you, Daniel.
Valley Farm, 206 hectares, 510 acres. It can be purchased as a whole or in 3 lots. It'll be offered for auction just 5 kilometres down to Truro. It's actually a road that Dudley walked himself many times on his way to school. The auction date is June the 24th at 1 p.m. If you'd like further details, please contact myself or my business partner Jeff Shell from Ray White, Rural South Australia.